Well, here's a look behind one of the many doors at Shriners Children's Spokane, which is leading the way in pediatric orthopedic care. This is a small example of the Motion Analysis Center, a unique resource helping kids better understand how their body moves and how doctors can help them move better without pain. That video was taken about 10 years ago when Lainey Martin was helping test the center's technology.
Little did she know, at 18 years old, she would be back in the lab trying to find answers to her own health concerns. Natalie Grant takes us inside the lab and shares how it could be a game-changing resource for your family.
Cameras, monitors, and reflective markers all over your body.
Because you can just move your legs around.
No, this is not where movies or video games are made. This is the Motion Analysis Center at Shriners Spokane.
It's always fun and interesting to see a bunch of little dots all over you.
18-year-old Lainey Martin has been living with chronic knee pain for years, something you don't usually see from an active high school cheerleader.
I noticed a lot of pain, so I started PT and noticed that it was building my strength a lot, but it wasn't really helping with the pain.
Her pain interfered with her life, something her mom saw firsthand.
My kid won't take my car to the mall to go shopping with her friends because it hurts to walk from the parking lot to the store. She bailed, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, it hurts, Mom. And I'm like, okay, this girl loves to shop, something's not right here.
So 10 years later, Lainey went back to the Motion Analysis Center at Shriners, this time as a patient, hoping to finally get some answers on her pain. Here's how it works. Around the room are cameras that capture a 360 view of the patient through these reflective dots. The dots then help create a 3D model of a patient walking, running, or simply just stepping. The dots track your every turn and movement, and doctors are then able to get some extra data to fully understand why someone may be feeling pain or not walking quite right. Information you can't get with the naked eye.
They did a study on me and noticed I had inward knees and I wasn't walking correctly. And
in Lainey's case, it had to do with the way her bones grew and required surgery to fix, something she may not have ever discovered without this technology. Shriners Spokane is the only hospital in our region with a motion analysis center, and people travel from different states and even countries specifically to use it. However, Shriners is also unique in the fact that it does have this technology at 14 of its hospitals all across the U.S. and Canada, benefiting kids from coast to coast.
It's really nice to be able to see where things are coming from. So with my naked eye, I might be able to see something like, your knees pointing in or your trunk leaning over or something. But then it's really nice getting all this extra info to go, is that a compensation or is that the main problem?
Jenna Gerber is a physical therapist at the Motion Analysis Center. She helped with Lainey's study along with hundreds of other kids.
Some of our kiddos, maybe they have club feet or they have cerebral palsy, or like Lainey, we saw that there was an issue with the growth of her bones, right? A torsional issue or a bending issue. Some of our kids too, they don't even have a diagnosis yet. So this can actually be a really helpful tool as the families are trying to gather extra information. If their doc is trying to go after, we don't know what exactly is going on with your kid, we can add another piece to their puzzle.
For Lainey, the answers found in the center are setting her up for a pain-free future. She underwent her first knee surgery earlier this year and is gearing up for the same surgery on her other leg in a couple of months.
Yes, I feel more correct. Now that, especially after the surgery, I feel like walking's easier and getting better, and I can definitely feel the difference.
A huge relief for not only Lainey, but her family and care team who had been working to find these answers for years.
As a parent, it was really nice to be able to have some answers for possible things that could be causing her pain. And just yesterday to hear her tell the doctor, I feel good. And I'm like, oh my God.
Feeling good as she walks into her next chapter of life, all thanks to the work at Shriners. Reporting in Spokane, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.